Welcome back to another video on the channel today, guys. F250, and I've got some dramas with the front end. I might have bought something that was cheap and nasty, and I didn't really think about it. I just kind of bought them. I thought they were pretty good, but apparently not. I'm talking about the lights that I have on the front of the F250. So these bad boys here, as you can see, they've got water inside of them, so the rating on them clearly isn't correct because yeah, they get moisture in. I've already had 3 replaced under warranty. They're giving me new ones, but I'm kind of just over swapping them now. They are Super Center specials, so we have something better to put in. I'm gonna pull these out today, and we're gonna put in a new light bar. I can see the comments already. Oh, what'd you buy stupid light bars for? You should have bought better ones, blah blah blah. Should have bought better lights. I get it, I know, but we all go through that stage where we just buy something and then it sucks, okay? So you can stop typing in the comment section right now. Anyway, I'm gonna tear these lights off. We're gonna be fitting up a new light bar that I picked up last week at TJM. So I'll go ahead now and show you what we're gonna be fitting. We're gonna be taking these bad boys off. So as you can see there, like this one's good, this one's good, this one's good. I only replaced this one probably 2 weeks ago. It's already got condensation in it. This one's had condensation in it for the past few weeks as well, so they have given me replacements. I have swapped them out, but I'm just over that now. So I'll show you this light bar, and yeah, ready, set, here we go. It's not really an unboxing because I couldn't wait to open it. I wanted to open it and have a look, so bam. So we have a STEDI 42-inch. I'm pretty sure it's a 42-inch light bar, and it's got the daytime running lights in the front here. So it is curved as well, as you can see there. It's a STK2, yeah, 40.5-inch LED light bar. So looks the goods. Keen to get it put in. So it uses like the LEDs are like mounted back in there. If you can see that LED chip just there in the center of the screen, and they must reflect. They're reflecting back off this here. But I really like this, guys. I think it looks sick. So we'll just that's what's on the front of the truck now, and this is what's going to be replacing it. So it fits in there perfect between the 2 side bars on the ARB bull bar. So let's go ahead and rip all this other crap out and fit up this new 40-inch light bar. I will just say these lights, they have been alright. Like they throw a good amount of light. It's not very far. It's more like they kind of just illuminate the whole area where you're at. They probably throw it maybe 150, 200 meters max. And then it kind of fades out. But it's a really good, just kind of, if you want to light, like it'd be really good for a trail or something like that, where you just want heaps of light everywhere. So don't disregard these lights, guys, from the 4Drive Super Center. If you're after just a cheap set of lights and you're not relying on them, then yeah, just go and buy some of these. You're probably going to get condensation and stuff in them, and they're not going to last. But I think their new lights that they've just brought out, this is their older version, so their new lights they've just brought out are heaps better, so I've been told. And these are more of a flood. Their new ones are more of a spot flood combo, I think. So, but yeah, I might use these for something else. I might put them on the general just for shits and giggles. But yeah, you can see my wiring job in the back there. So I looped up each one, going to each light, if I can focus. So I've got the douche connectors all the way along the back there, so I'll just cut all that off back here, so that way I can wire it up to something else if I want to. So yeah, let's rip these off and put the new one on. So in the STEDI box, you got a full wiring harness here. I actually don't need to use this because the F250s come with the upfitter switches. So we're going to run the wires. I've already got a relay. There's already a relay in there. So basically just going to cut these off, pull these off, wire this new light straight to it. And yeah, so pretty straightforward install today. You know when you buy a new tool and then you forget that you've got it? And then we've got to get time for the friggin' ratchet. I've got this bad boy, so we'll give this a go and see if these gets it off quicker. It might not fit all the way in there to get all of them, but at least I can get majority of them with this. Righto, so we have the 5 lights off the 250. So I've got, if you've seen some of my past videos, I like to use these grommets. They just stop wires rubbing and things like that when you're going through body work and whatever, so I always have a couple of packets of these on hand. But what they're also good for is these blanked out ones is for any holes that you've drilled in the past and you no longer want that hole open to bring in dust or whatever anywhere on the vehicle. Just use them, so I'm using them to actually plug all the holes in the bar work. So just tidies it up from what the holes were. I actually don't have that size, so I've just put those 3 in there. And yeah, just tidies those holes up from where the last bar was. So I'll go ahead now and I'll clean this up, and we can get this new light bar up here, take some measurements of exactly where I've got to drill the 2 holes for either end for the brackets. There is a couple of different options with this. You've got these brackets here, which there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them, or you've got the 2 end ones, which I've got down here in the bar itself already, which are just those style. So I'm choosing to go with that style just because I'm not too confident on these plastic ones. I'm sure they'll be fine, but yeah, no. So go ahead now and I'll get this all measured up. Alright guys, I've just cut the other wire and harness, that one over there that powered all those lights. I've cut that off and rewired this plug that goes to the back of the light bar just here. And then I've also, this blue wire here is for the daytime running lights, so I will run that to the outside lenses on the back of the headlights, so then that way the running lights will be on when the headlights come on. So I've just basically measured from here across to the other side where the light bar is going to go, and where the mounting brackets actually sit. But the best way to measure a curved light bar is to put the brackets on, sit it there, and then get a marker and mark where the circle or where your bolt is actually going through. So that's what I've done here. Actually just marked and then center punched it on either end of the bull bar. So I'll go ahead now and get the drill and drill these 2 holes and then start bolting everything up. I'll do the same to the other side. And we'll go with our final size drill bit. the same to the other side. So with your hardware, guys, because I'm mounting these, I couldn't mount the brackets that way. I had to mount them that way. What I've done is when I had these brackets mounted to the light bar to mark my holes, I actually just marked the corners and what angle these were sitting at. That way when I put my hardware in, like so, because I can't get an Allen key in here to tighten this when the light bar is actually in position, that's why I've marked the angle of what the bracket was sitting on when the light bar was in place. So now I can tighten this right down, have this angle here correct, and then when I bolt the side ones in, everything's going to line up perfectly. So I've just finished running the wiring through the conduit. Now I have the light bar fitted and bolted up. Guys, for really getting down in tight places, this thing is bloody brilliant. When you can't physically get your hand down there to turn something, because of the ARB bull bar, a few of you are probably wondering why I haven't taken the grill out. It's because I can't get the grill out with this bull bar on, which is a real pain in the ass, to be honest. So having this thing to get the headlights out, I can drop this down and then undo the bolts and take them out and pull the headlights out. So. Righto guys, I've got it all fitted up. So right now I've just got the Parkers on. So this is basically the daytime running lights. So you've got that beam through the headlights there, and then you've got these little beams that run through this light bar. So all together, it's kind of a bit hard on camera because the camera kind of blurs everything out, but looks really good here in person. I'm not sure, it's growing on me. I still think I like the round lights better, just not those ones I had on there. But if I had some better quality ones maybe. So I'll run this light bar and I'll see how it goes, and we'll go for a drive now and I'll flick it on and see how far it shoots. Righto, so we'll just go for a drive up the road here. So I've just basically got my normal headlights on right now. But we'll go to a spot where we can shoot the light down the road a bit further and see how far they actually shoot down the road. I love driving this truck. It's so comfortable. I'll never go back to another ute ever again. Not an Aussie, Australian ute anyway. It'd be very hard for anyone to convince me to go back to a small ute now after owning this thing. So we've got a pretty long stretch of road here. I'll just make sure the truck's parallel with the road and it's not dipping down or dipping up. So we'll that's normal headlights on low beam. That's my normal high beam. So we'll go back to low beam again. Got the upfitter switches just here. So we'll just, wow. So let's go with the high beam as well. Low beam, high beam. You can definitely see way down the road there, guys. I might actually need to angle the light down a bit because it's kind of shooting up. But you can definitely see right down the road. Those signs right up the back up there, far up the road, you can see up there reflecting are probably 300 meters away. So I'll give you a look here in the light before I adjust it. It's definitely growing on me. It definitely matches the curve of the grill and everything, and those smaller little daytime running lights or parker lights or whatever you want to call them down in here match the headlights and stuff. So I'll go ahead now and I'll adjust it and we'll go for another drive. But I've got it pretty much dead level with the bull bar, so the bottom of here. So if you're going to fit one of these lights, you want to tilt it slightly down. Let's try again. So we've just got basic headlights on right now. We've just made that small adjustment, tilting it down slightly because it was pointing up pretty high. So yeah, that's probably way better. The road is curving upwards here. It's not kind of dead flat, so that's kind of why it is shining down towards the ground. But it's probably slightly pretty bright here on camera. So I think I'm just gonna have to let this light bar grow on me over the next few weeks and see if I actually do end up liking it. I'm still on the fence. I do definitely like the two little running lights that kind of match in with the headlights. It is a really nice sleek light bar. It does give me a lot more airflow through like the front of the grill here, where the big round one's kind of sat halfway up through this opening. So it's definitely going to improve the cooling of the truck. Not that it was overheating or anything, but coming into summer, it's definitely going to help cool this truck and stuff if it's doing tight, short trips and stuff like that, where it's not kind of getting a lot of airflow through there. So it's definitely going to improve that. I just don't know if I like it or not yet, guys. So let me know in the comments below if you like this. It's the STEDI 40.5 inch. Anyway, guys, like and subscribe. Tell me what you think of the light bar in the comments, and I'll catch you in the next video. See yous.